Jude Bellingham has finally broken his silence and revealed what really happened behind his heated moment with Lionel Messi during the World Cup semifinal. On the other hand, Messi honestly admitted that he was very worried about Argentina losing to England. Meanwhile, Giuliano Simeone paid a touching tribute to his captain by saying, "Messi is already 39 years old and is still fighting. The least we can do is run and fight for him." Not only that, Erling Haaland also spoke out and shared his thoughts on Messi's outstanding performance that helped Argentina advance to the final. But before we get into all of that, write your prediction in the comments. Can Argentina defeat Spain and become world champions once again? And if you're a true Lionel Messi fan, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the latest news about Messi and the Argentina national team. Bellingham reveals the truth about his disagreement with Messi. The World Cup semifinal between England and Argentina was an intense and emotional battle. The heated atmosphere on the pitch also featured a tense moment between Lionel Messi and Jude Bellingham. The cameras caught the two exchanging looks and having a brief conversation after challenging for the ball, leading to widespread speculation that they had gotten into an argument. However, after the match, the Real Madrid and England star immediately explained what had really happened, putting an end to the rumors. Bellingham explains the moment with Messi. Bellingham said that the incident was nothing more than a normal discussion about the referee's decision. In his comments, he said, "We were talking about the foul that the referee had given. Nothing bad actually happened between us. I'm sure the media will blow this out of proportion, but I don't think there's anything worth talking about." Bellingham then explained what caused the misunderstanding. He thought Messi was referring to a different foul that had happened earlier. That was why he told him that he was actually talking about the foul committed against Messi. He then said something like, "You're strong enough to deal with a tackle like that." According to Bellingham, the conversation was nothing more than a completely normal exchange on a football pitch. Playing against Messi was an honor. Although England suffered defeat and were eliminated in the semifinals, Bellingham still praised Lionel Messi. He concluded his comments by saying that playing against Messi was a great honor. There was never any disagreement or problem between them. The defeat was certainly very painful, but having the opportunity to face Messi on the pitch will always be an incredible experience. Lionel Messi admits, "I was afraid if Argentina lost to England." Lionel Messi admitted that Argentina would not have been able to accept a defeat against England in the World Cup semifinal. According to him, such a loss would have triggered a wave of unfair criticism, even though his team has achieved so much success over the past few years. The Inter Miami captain also praised the Argentina national team for fighting back after falling behind and eventually securing a place in the World Cup final for the second consecutive time. Speaking after the match, Messi emphasized that facing England meant much more than just another football match. He said the emotions were already overwhelming from the moment the national anthem was played, and that the victory was exactly what both the players and the people of Argentina had wanted. Messi admitted that if Argentina had lost, the team would certainly have faced heavy criticism, even though they entered the tournament as the defending World Cup champions. He stressed that the team felt they simply could not afford to lose a match of this magnitude and believed Argentina had been the better side on the pitch. Messi told TYC Sports, "This was a very special match against England. We couldn't lose. This team doesn't owe anything to anyone, but you know what the people of Argentina are like. They always want more. If we had lost today, there would have been people saying things that made no sense. But we didn't give them a chance to do that. We knew we were better than them on the pitch. But matches like this carry enormous stakes. History also plays an important role. That's why we had to win." On the same occasion, the 39-year-old Argentina captain also defended his squad, which had been questioned because of injuries and fitness concerns before the tournament began. He said, "This group of players never surprises me. I know them, and they know what they are capable of. Maybe a lot of people doubted us because some players were dealing with physical problems. But when this team comes together, they always find extra strength. They inspire one another and discover energy they didn't even know they had. Messi stressed that Argentina's success was not a gift, but the result of their own hard work. According to him, reaching 2 consecutive World Cup finals proves the team's consistency over the last 4 years. The Inter Miami star also encouraged all the players and Argentina supporters to enjoy the moment before the final. Messi said, "Reaching another World Cup final as the defending champion shows that over the last 4 years we have truly been the best, whether people like it or not, no matter what anyone says. Today, once again, we are among the 2 best teams in the world. That proves everything we have achieved was not an accident, and no one handed it to us." Reaching 2 consecutive World Cup finals is an achievement that only a few teams have managed, and this group of players has accomplished it. Enjoy this moment just as we are enjoying it. Today we have reached another World Cup final and once again made Argentina one of the 2 best teams in the world. We have enjoyed being world champions for the past 4 years, and now we are back in the final. We have taken the final step toward achieving what we want, to play in a World Cup final. And as always, everything will happen if God wills it. Giuliano Simeone. Messi is 39 years old and still keeps fighting. Argentina National Team player Giuliano Simeone admitted that he was deeply moved by Lionel Messi's performance throughout the World Cup, especially as Argentina came from behind to defeat England and reach the final. In his comments, he said, "This truly touched my heart. Leo is already 39 years old. He has won everything and has everything a footballer could ever dream of." He added, "Yet he continues to fight on the pitch as if he is still the best. That's why the very least we can do is give everything on the field, run, and fight for him, and for all the people of Argentina. We are truly very happy." Argentina secured their place in the World Cup final after defeating England 2-1 at Atlanta Stadium. Erling Haaland comments on Messi's performance against England. Erling Haaland said that he watched the match from home, just like millions of people around the world. After the final whistle, he admitted that he sat in silence for a few moments because what he had just witnessed was not an ordinary football match. According to him, it was the performance of someone who seemed to exist on a different level from everyone else. Messi completed 9 successful dribbles and created 2 goals. According to Haaland, Messi became the first player since 1966 to achieve those numbers in a World Cup knockout match. He said those figures are not just statistics, but proof of something beyond logic. What made it even more remarkable was that Messi accomplished it at 39 years of age, an age when most players would have retired many years earlier. Haaland explained that as a striker, he understands how difficult it is to dribble past even one defender in a match of that magnitude under enormous pressure. That is why imagining Messi completing 9 successful dribbles against England's highly organized defense, which had prepared for weeks, seemed almost impossible by any sporting standard. Even more astonishing, that total matched the number of successful dribbles Messi recorded against Germany at the 2010 World Cup when he was only 23 years old. 16 years later, he was still producing the same numbers. According to Haaland, time, which defeats everyone else, seems to have no effect on Messi. As a 26-year-old player at the peak of his physical condition, Haaland understands that dribbling depends on acceleration, sudden changes of direction, and explosive power, all of which naturally decline with age. Yet Messi appears to be the exception to that law of nature. Haaland also highlighted Messi's record of 12 World Cup assists, with 10 of them coming in the knockout stages. According to him, no player since 1966 has recorded more than 8 assists in World Cup finals. Messi stands alone at the top, having reached a level no one else has ever achieved. To Haaland, that proves Messi does not simply shine in easy matches, but delivers his greatest performances when the stakes are at their highest. He believes this is what truly separates Messi from every other player. Many great footballers perform brilliantly when everything is going their way, but true greatness is revealed when the pressure reaches its peak. And every time the biggest moments arrive, Messi always rises to the occasion. Against England in the World Cup semi-final, Haaland believes Messi produced one of the finest performances of his entire career. As a striker, he tried to imagine himself in the position of England's defenders. The question, he said, is what anyone could possibly do to stop Messi. His answer was simple: nothing. It is impossible to create a plan to stop a player capable of completing 9 successful dribbles and creating 2 goals in a single match. No matter how well a team prepares, Messi always finds a way. That is what makes him a nightmare for every opponent. The thing that impressed Haaland the most was not just the statistics, but the fact that Messi continues to preserve the magic of his game. According to him, dribbling is not only about speed or strength. It is also about courage, confidence, and the absolute belief that you can beat anyone standing in front of you. The fact that Messi still possesses that courage at the age of 39 shows that his mental strength is even greater than his physical ability. Players of that age usually become more cautious, yet Messi still takes risks like a 20-year-old. Haaland also added that the hardest part of dribbling is not getting past the first defender, but maintaining balance afterward to create a scoring opportunity. Many players beat their man, but lose control immediately afterward. Messi, however, dribbles past opponents and instantly turns those moments into goal-scoring chances. According to Haaland, that is a completely different level of mastery. Argentina will now face Spain in the World Cup final. Haaland said he will definitely be watching the match because he does not want to miss it for any reason. In his opinion, what Messi is doing at this World Cup is more than football. It is history being written before the eyes of the world. As a young player, Haaland admitted that he has learned a great deal from Messi. Messi has proven that limits people once believed were impossible to overcome can actually be broken. He has shown that passion, intelligence, and determination can challenge time itself, and that age cannot erase the true talent of a great player. What Haaland witnessed against England is something he says he will always remember, not simply as a statistic that may one day be forgotten, but as a reminder that when extraordinary talent meets unbreakable determination, something truly remarkable can happen. Messi did not simply produce a magnificent performance. He delivered a lesson for every player who dreams of reaching his level one day, and for everyone who believes that age marks the end of the journey. Argentina is now in the World Cup final, and Messi is just one step away from adding another chapter to his legendary career. Whatever happens in the final, what Messi accomplished at this World Cup, especially against England, will be remembered for generations to come. Because this is not just a player performing on a football pitch. It is a man redefining the limits of what is possible in the beautiful game, while expanding the boundaries of what a human being can achieve.